Hi guys, it's Jody. Today's video I want to do kind of a transfer bloom, but I had a request from a few people using a dustpan. Kind of doing instead of doing the bloom on my board and then transferring it over, doing it in a dustpan. It's already on here, so we can kind of transfer it that way. And I thought, yeah, let's give that a go and see what happens. So that's what we're going to do today. So let's go get started. All right, I am going to go over the color, the cell activator, the pillow really quick, and then we're going to start our piece for today. So this color palette used to be one of my absolute favorites. When I first started the blooms, I used this one a lot. I don't know that I've really used it a lot here on camera on my YouTube channel. I think some of my earlier videos, and maybe I've done a couple, but I forgot about it now that I have my new favorite color palette. So I'm bringing it back for what I want to do today. So the first color I have is the Golden Fluid, the Naphthol Red Medium. This is probably my favorite red. And this is, it's gotten a little thick on me actually. This is mixed with my Valspar Varathane. They're all mixed with my Valspar Varathane Pouring Medium. And I'm trying to use up some colors. I've got a tray of colors that have been sitting around. So if I can use them, I'm going to, but if they look iffy, I'll just toss them. So that's the first one. The second one I have is Golden Fluid Iridescent Bright Gold. This is one of my most favorite golds to use. Here's that one. Here's kind of what the gold looks like in the shimmers. And then my favorite Black Umber by Jo Sonia. And there's that one. They're all a little bit on the thicker side, but we're gonna roll with it. And again, these are all with my Valspar Varathane Pouring Medium mix. Now, I've got two cell activators. I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna use both, but I have them. My first one is my white. This is the Atelier Interactive Titanium White, mixed with Australian Floetrol at 4:1. 4 parts Floetrol, 1 part paint. And then the gold that I have been loving using. This is also Australian Floetrol at 4:1. The 1 part paint is a mix of 2 different golds that I like to use. I like to use the Atelier Interactive Pale Gold and then the PBO Studio Acrylics Precious Gold. And pictures of all of these tubes, everything, so at the end of the video and also in the description box down below. But I don't have too much left of that one. So I definitely want to use the white. I'm not sure if I'm going to use the gold. Now for my pillow, I have got my PPG Multi Pro today. I had the most of it on my bench. We're going to be doing a bigger piece and I wanted to make sure I had enough of one pillow to cover the piece. So that is what we're going to use now. We are going to go over and paint. I'm going to talk about the canvas and we'll get started painting. All right, today's piece, I have got a 12 by 24 standard canvas, and I thought I'd kind of go over my idea first before I got this flooded. But I want to do actually I've had a few people mention, I've been doing the blooms transfer on my board, and it's been mentioned, what if I did it in a dustpan and then just kind of put it on here? So I said, yeah, you know what? What if I did it in a dustpan? So that's what we're going to do here today. I don't know if I'm going to have to do 2 of them, 1 for each side. I kind of want to keep it in the middle. But what I kind of want to do is I want to do one side where it's the dustpan, kind of moving it around. And then I might want to incorporate a few palette knife swipes over here. I'm not quite sure. We're gonna see what the paint has to say before I make final decision on that. So that's what we're gonna do here. I'm gonna get this flooded, but we're gonna go over to the bench and we're gonna blow out our bloom in the dustpan and we're gonna go from there. All right. This is the dustpan we're gonna use. I've used it once before. I've got a couple of stir sticks kind of propping it up so it doesn't fall this way when I put paint in it. So I'm gonna put some pillow in here. I don't want to put too much. This is kind of a guesstimate. I think that should be enough. All right, that looks okay. I don't mind if it goes that way, as long as it doesn't come this way. All right, I think I'm gonna put the gold down first. Should be plenty, probably too much, but that's all right. Do the black umber next, and we'll finish it with the red. And this red definitely takes over, so we'll see what happens. All right, this is going to be interesting to blow and turn it. I usually like to turn my surface as I blow on it. I think I'm going to use the gold. I'm going to put just a little bit down of the gold cell activator first, and then we'll follow it up with the white, just a little. I'm going to put more white on than gold because we've already got gold down on the first layer. There we go. All right, here we go. This is definitely interesting to blow in. And trying to keep it in view of the camera. All right, let me get my straw. Got a lot of white in the middle. I may have put too much white down. Got some of it out. I definitely put too much white cell activator down, but we're gonna see it through. It looks very interesting, and I'm gonna do a little swirlies in here, especially right here. It's very hard to to blow into. It's very squishy in there. But it can turn out really cool. Never know. We're gonna find out. Just put some fun little swirls in here. They're gonna get stretched out anyways, but nothing wrong with having a little bit. All right. I think that's good. It's a bit squishy in there, but I may put a little bit of pillow on the side just to help it move. But now let's go over to the spinner box and let's see what happens with this. All right, here is what we have in here. It's gonna kind of squish up as I move it over to the edge. No idea what's gonna happen here, but we are gonna find out together. I'm gonna start in the middle actually, and go slow because I want to kind of keep the integrity of a lot of this. This looks like an alien. Very interesting. I could have done a better job with that, but let's move some of this out just a little. Kind of get it flowing a little bit more cohesively. There we go. It almost looks like a fireball. like flames coming at the end there. I feel like I definitely want to do at least one swipe or two, but just kind of in the middle. I almost want to bring that out just a little. But I'm going to leave the rest for now. I might place some more in here. I'm gonna load my palette knife up, and we're gonna kind of swipe over this way. We might have two separate paintings. Who knows? We're just having fun, right? All right. I've got the white cell activator first, then a little bit of the gold cell activator, then I have the red, the black umber, and then the gold. And we're gonna start right here. That. I'm going to spin this. I'm going to spin this out really quick just to see where we're at. Got a lot more paint on this side than this side, it looks like, which is okay. I'm actually gonna go this way a little. Sorry if it's out of view. I'm just dumping a little bit of paint on that side, and then I'm going to bring it back. This is super, super interesting. I'm not sure about it yet, but it's fun. You can definitely tell which is the bloom and which is the swipe. The swipe is a bit softer. Let's bring this down. I'm going to bring this down like that. A bit like that. Let some of that go over the edge a little. All right. Open, oh wow, that is looking so cool. Let's open this up just a little bit more, bring this back up. It's turning out pretty dang cool now. There's so much chaos to it. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Yeah, now we're seeing it open up really nicely. I think I like it this way. Bring this down a little bit more. This over. Can. It's not going to gonna let me. All right, I'm gonna bring it back. I've still got a bunch of paint over on this side from the added pillow we had from the bloom, then from the swipe. I'm gonna go this way. Get some more of that swipe off over there and keep more of this bloom transfer. This is probably the most abstract piece I've done. Actually, I want to get that part off. Let's get that off the corner right there. There we go. Let's bring that back. This looks like an angry octopus, like a really angry octopus. Very abstract, but very angry. All right, still got a little bit of paint in there, so I'm going to give it another spin. That's cool. Just about there. I like how the cells are opening up. And some of them, I like putting the gold first because it looks like it's glowing from within. Yeah, we're just about there. Not too much more paint movement on this. And I like it just like that. I like it like this, and I like it like that. It's a super angry octopus. And I'm not angry today, but somehow this came out. All right. I think I'm done with this. I am totally digging it. This for me, it's a winner chicken dinner. So I'm gonna get cleaned up and I will bring you over for the flyover of this guy. All right, here it is as a whole. I actually changed my mind on the orientation. I like it this way and I like it a vertical way as well. It's just, it's angry and it's, at first I was like, oh, I don't know, I'm not sure. But the more I look at it, the more I love all the cells in it and just the movement. It's so, it's just so raw. And all these cells in here are just the coolest. I have a cluster that are my favorite and usually come out with this color combination. And there are some really neat shimmers in there too. I love the movement, like with no cells, like right here, this was kind of the edge of one of the petals. I absolutely love that. These cells right in here, how it's kind of all three and it almost looks like they're glowing. They're microscopic, but those are some of the cells that I usually get with this. And this over here, how it looks like it's just glowing. I love this. The more I look at it and I'm like, nope, you know what, Jody, let this dry. I want to see what happens. And the more I look at it, the more I love it. So, and just there's so many really neat shimmers in here. And I just love the rawness of it and the movement. It's very, I can't think of the word. I'll think of it. At any rate, I will be back once this is dried to show you the dried results. All right, here we have the angry squid / angry octopus all dried, and he dried really nice. I don't know why he's so angry, but he made for a really cool piece. I'm gonna bring you in and kind of show you all the details and pick it up. It does have really nice shimmers, but I mean, it's just, I love how these cells opened up in here, and that gold that I used, it just looks like he's glowing from within, and he's just in such movement. I absolutely love it. I love all the movement here, and everything stayed as you saw it wet. The one thing I probably would have changed is this here. I probably would have hooked it just to open it up just a little bit more, but overall I am super pleased with him. And then this swipe over here, because over here this was the transfer bloom we did with the dustpan, and then I added kind of a swipe over here to tie it in. I think it tied it in pretty well actually. And these cells just dried amazing. Let me pick it up for you. That's what I'm talking about. You see that? It just kind of glows. I mean, it even does literally glow with that gold shift in there from the gold paint as well as the gold cell activator. Just beautiful. And I just love the lines right in there too. I definitely love it this way. And here it is kind of upside down. I like it this way too. And then we have it the opposite vertical way. This is probably my least favorite of all 4 ways. So let me know what your favorite orientation is. I'd love to hear it. So I'm gonna flip you around and give you my final thoughts. That was really a fun piece to do. I definitely need to practice on the dustpan, or maybe get a bigger one, because you saw as I was blowing it out, it was kind of squishy in there. But I like that idea a lot, and I mean, it just made for a really cool piece. The octopus was a little angry. I assure you, I was not angry while I was doing this piece, but it's what came out, and I love with this art form, you can get so many different things. So I'd love to hear what you thought of this piece. So let me know down in the comments below what you thought. So with that, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.